Hey guys, Ethan from Ethan's Obsessions here. So, today's video is going to be a little bit different. The intro, at least, is going to be different. I don't feel like getting up. Long story short, I'm undergoing a bit of recuperation. But anyway, today's video is going to be about YouTube. More specifically, how to relive an older YouTube experience. And if you're around my age, you know what I mean. Before all this YouTube Premium stuff and YouTube Music stuff, there was just straight YouTube. And back in the day, there were no advertisements way before the adpocalypse ever took place. And thanks to my first generation iPad, which I covered in last week's video, I believe I have found a way to bring that magic back. So, without further ado, my name is Ethan from Ethan's Obsessions. Let's get into it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, unless this is your home, or unless you are, I don't know, this young, YouTube used to come standard with all iOS devices. Google and Apple used to be partners, and up until iOS 5, YouTube was bundled in with iOS, every single device. Now, why I bring this up is because there is a very interesting video, link in description, that basically shows you how to restore functionality to the iPad's iOS native YouTube app. And the TLDR is just that I like it. I mean, aside from the nostalgia aspect and how well designed the app was for like, what, 2007 through 2010, there's just something about watching videos without ads and realizing that that's a device that predated the adpocalypse, that makes it all the more special, because you know there's no way that they're going to go in and take that away from you. So, I mean, it's gotten to a point now where that's my main YouTube device. Like, I'll come home, I'll watch a few videos on the TV, but for the most part, when I am out and about, when I'm at the coffee shop, when I'm at work on break, whatever it may be, I am using my first-gen iPad's YouTube app, and it's because it's so well-designed. Now, there are a few functions that no longer work. You can't sign in, you can't comment, you can't like, things like that. But, I mean, it's to be expected because Google controls everything now. Overall, the experience is really good. And do I think that it's worth getting a first-gen iPad and jailbreaking it? Absolutely. I think, quite honestly, why wouldn't you? Jailbreaking is a lot easier than you would think, at least for the older iOS devices. You hook it up to a computer, you hit a button with 3 tools, and you are done. Just like that. After that, it's just installing whatever tweaks you may want to add on to your iPad, your iPhone, whatever. And even those steps aren't very difficult. I'll kind of cut it short because I feel like I've said everything that I need to say. But if you want a real adless YouTube experience, just go get yourself a first-gen iPad. It doesn't sound ideal at first. It didn't sound ideal to me. In fact, the first time I saw it buffer, it doesn't show the buffering thing. So I'm sitting there and I'm going like, oh great, this thing isn't working for me. After a few seconds, it started up again, no problems, whatever. It is a sound solution to a problem that a lot of us, I'm aware, are pretty fed up with. Me, for the longest time, I finally caved in on getting a YouTube Premium membership because of how much I loved the application. But now that I have a device that can stream everything perfectly, I'm starting to question whether or not I should just delete the membership, because I can watch all the videos I want for free, and there's nothing stopping me on the app. So, you know, you're relying on old APKs, so you know that they're probably not going to go back into their repository and edit an old version of YouTube just to spite a small minority of people. Long story short, this is a cheap, easy way to get around YouTube's adpocalypse-riddled, subscription-based type model nowadays. And I think it's very viable. You can get a first-gen iPad anywhere from like $30 without the box to like $50 with the box. See back there, that box by the old Mac? Yeah, like everything came in that box, and it was like $64 after tax. So I would recommend getting one of these just as a streaming device, because they are absolutely amazing. You get to relive some of the old magic from your younger days, and you get ad-free videos to boot. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the description. Do you like the in the comment section? Do you like the idea? Do you hate the idea? Are you too young to know what the original YouTube app is? Whatever the case may be, let me hear from you. Until then, guys, my name is Ethan from Ethan's Obsessions, and I am